أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, I hope everyone is well. So continuing from your request from last week that you would like me to repeat the lesson number 4 again. So inshallah, I will do that and I will go through the lesson again. So, and I'll explain the lesson. So inshallah, I'm just going to bring the actual lesson on the screen.
It's lesson 3, Sheikh.
Yeah, just 1 second. Let me bring it to the screen. 1 second. Right, okay, let's start. First of all, now I'm going to go through the lesson this time round, rather than going through the actual points to remember first. Now this time round, I'm going to go through the lesson, and then I'm going to go to the points to remember, okay? So the other way around, I'm going to teach today. Because we've done this lesson already, but it's a repetition of it. So that's the reason why I'm going to teach it the other way around. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. All right. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. الدرس الثالث, the third lesson. Ahmadu. So, right, I don't need to read it. I will ask someone to read it instead. Right, I'm going to ask Dr. Shabir and Sister Shanaz Aziz.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Sister Shanaz Aziz, you're going to read it with the Dr. Shabir. Bismillah. So you start off and then Dr. Shabir will respond to you.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kam taliban fi faslikum ya Aliyo. How many students are in your class, O Ali? Right?
Correct. Doctor? Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Shabir. Can you answer? Become Ali? Are you there, Dr. Shabir? Yes, you are. Unmute yourself, Dr. Shabir. Right, I think he's not answering. Sister Ismat, can you come on the mic?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Go ahead. Ali, fi faslina.
Okay, في فصلنا 14 طالبا. طالبا. Yeah. In our class, there are 14 students.
Right, got a question to ask you. Now, why is it we did this in the previous lesson, or sorry, in this lesson itself, arba'ata ashar taliban. So this lesson, we spoke about numbers. So numbers from 11 to 19. Do you remember? Yes? Do you remember, Sister Ismat, or you've actually...
أربعة عشر.
Yeah. I'll repeat it and so that you can recollect it. So here, arba'at ashar taliban. So this is 14 students. So where is the ma'dud? What is the word when you say ma'dud?
What is the number?
No,
the number.
Adad is the number. Ma'dud is the thing which has been counted. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
So
Taliban is the ma'dud.
Exactly. Now, Taliban is the ma'dud. Now, is the Taliban ma'dud, is it masculine or feminine?
It is masculine.
So, remember this point from 11 to 20, when 11 to 19, when the ma'dud is masculine, so arba'ata ashar, this is called a compound number. A composition number or a compound number. It has 4 and 10, correct?
Yes, yeah.
It has 4 and 10. So arba'a are the units, ashar is the tens, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Number 1 is that all the numbers from
11 to
11
19.
to 19, they will be indeclinable. First of all, they will be indeclinable, that both parts, arba'a and ashara, all of them will end with a fatha mansoob ending. Arba'ata ashar, regardless of where they're coming, as normally I have told you before that all nouns, they have 3 endings: raf, nasb, and jar. It can either end with a dhamma, it can end with a fatha,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
kasra. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Numbers from 11 to 19, these numbers are indeclinable. They do not change. They remain always with a fatha, regardless of where they're coming. And that's a sign of a non-declinable or indeclinable noun. So nouns which change are called declinable, and the nouns which do not change the harakat are called indeclinable in English. And in Arabic, they are called mabni. In Arabic, they are called
Mabni.
mabni. And those
They don't
nouns,
change.
yeah, they don't change. And those nouns which change are called mu'rab. Those are nouns which the harakat changes, it's called mu'rab. Now, let's come back. Now, arba'ata ashar taliban. Now, the word taliban is masculine. Now, what happens here? All of the tens, because the ma'dud is masculine, the tens will come masculine.
Masculine. Yeah.
Tens will come masculine. But the units, like for example 13, 40, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7,
yeah.
8, 9, they will come in the opposite gender to the ma'dud.
Ah, okay.
Like remember, yeah.
Irrespective of the gender and the number, no?
No, no. If the actual ma'dud was female, if it was talibatan,
Then it would be masculine, no? The units would be masculine.
exactly.
Okay.
So if we say fi faslina, there are 14 female students, we'll say fi faslina arba'a asharata talib. So
Batan.
female talib.
Batan.
So the
Yeah,
10 has to come in female form as well, ashrata.
But Ashara, does it change? Ashara, it won't change.
It will change. It could become female. Let me show you again. Let me show you again. Where is it gone? Look over here. ثلاثة عشرة طالبة
Batan. Okay.
and أربعة. So when it's a 13 board student, ثلاثة عشرة طالبا. You got that, Sister Ismail?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So this is a really important point. So the actual tens and the units, the tens will stick with, they will be same as the ma'dud, female or masculine, but the actual unit itself, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
will be the opposite gender of each other.
It's a bit hard, but inshallah.
Yeah, but it's written the numbers. Could you please repeat that? Here it's written the numbers from here. The second part agrees with the madud.
Yes. So here, the numbers, as I said, they are composition numbers, compound numbers. They are like 3 and 10. So
units and tens,
exactly. So this is the first. Thalatha is the first part. Ashara is the second part. So here the second part agrees with the ma'dud and the first part does not. So the 3 does not agree with Taliban, but Ashar agrees with Taliban in gender.
Okay.
And over here, Thalatha Ashrata Talibatun. Ashra is female, Talibatan is female. Thalatha is in the opposite gender.
Masculine. Why are they making it so difficult?
Yeah, unnecessarily.
Yeah, unnecessary.
The Arabs have actually formulated, formalized their numbers. So that's the way you have to learn them, unfortunately. Otherwise,
so basically the tens will change, the units will not.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the easiest way of remembering it. Right, let's go back to the lesson.
Okay. Do I read?
One
You can
second.
ask someone else you want.
No. So that's it. Okay, now go ahead, Sister Shanaz Aziz.
الطلاب في فصلنا أكثر
في فصلنا
في فصلنا أكثر فيه تسعة عشر طالبا يا علي ما اسمه يلا كتاب ما اسمه الطالب الجديد الذي جاء أمس.
Correct.
يلا.
So,
1 minute. الطلاب في the students in our class are many.
correct.
فيه they are they are 19 students, male students. Ya Aliyo. What are their names? No. Taliban. No, what are the names of the new students?
So no, what is the name? What is the name of the new student?
Which is singular. Taliban. What is the name of the new student who has
come yesterday?
Came yesterday.
Oh, who has come yesterday? Okay.
So الطالب الجديد الذي جاء means he came yesterday. Sister Ismat,
اسمه أسامة.
His name?
His name is Usama.
Excellent. Thank you. Dr. Shabir, I can hear that you are able to unmute yourself. Come on the mic, please.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. So, Sister Farida, can you come on the mic?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. So, Dr. Ahmad, go ahead.
هو طويل جدا أليس كذلك؟
Yep.
He is pretty tall.
He is very tall.
He's very tall. أليس كذلك؟
Isn't it like that?
أليس كذلك? Oh, I see. Okay. Is it like that? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Is it like that?
Farida?
علي بلى هو طويل جدا ولكن حامدا أطول منه.
Translate.
Yes, he is very tall, but Hamid is taller than him.
Excellent.
Is that taller?
إنه أطول طالب في فصلنا. Surely he is the tallest student in our class.
Excellent.
ومن أطول طالب في فصلكم? And who is the tallest student in your class?
Excellent. So you will see, just one second, doctor. So you'll see here there's two types of af'alu tafdili, comparative and superlative. So Hamid atwalu minhu. This is comparative. Hamid is taller than him. Then innahu atwalu taliban. So surely he is the tallest student. So the tallest student is the superlative, that he is the tallest. There's no one in comparison to no one can compete with him. So here it's coming in the meaning of superlative. So when af'alu is being used in the meaning of superlative noun, there is no min. There is no min. But when it's used in the comparative, you will see min after it. Either minhu, a pronoun with after min, or a name of an individual after him. So, for example, let me go back further down and I'll show you then. Who is going to? Dr. Shabir, go ahead.
Excuse me.
Yes.
So basically, if min comes in this, then it becomes comparative.
Yes.
And if it is otherwise it is hamza comes, then it becomes superlative. Is that it?
No. So if it comes atwalu talibin, So even though atwala is coming here, atwala is coming here, here is in the middle, because minhu is coming after it, min is coming after atwalo, it's comparative. But when it's atwalo talibin, and if the noun after atwalo is majroor with a kasra tanween, it will be mudaf, mudaf ilay. So whenever it comes in a relation of mudaf, mudaf ilay, it comes in the meaning of superlative noun. Is that clear, Sister Shanaz?
Yes. Thank you.
Doctor, answer. Atwal talibin.
أطول طالب في فصلنا إبراهيم.
So atwal talibin, tallest student.
The tallest student in the class is Ibrahim.
In fi faslina. Whose class is this?
Our.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
In our class is Ibrahim.
In our class, the tallest is Ibrahim.
Correct. Jazakallah for both of you. Sister Sadiqa Aladina and Sister Sadiqa Aladina, the other one as well. Sister Sadiqa?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Sister Sadiqa Aladina from UK. Are you there as well?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
So Sister Sadiqa from UK, can you read Ali?
Ali. Adaftaru Haza Ya Ahmadu. Is this your book, O Ahmad? Inna katka Jamilun Jidda. Your writing is very beautiful.
Inna
Masha.
khattaka. Inna khattaka. So inna khattaka.
Indeed, your handwriting is very beautiful.
Correct.
Allah.
Okay, Ahmad. Shukran ya Ali. خطي جميل وخطك أجمل. Thank you, O Ali. My handwriting is beautiful and your handwriting is the most beautiful.
Ali. Man hazal fata lazi ma'aka ya Ahmad. Who is that young boy with you, O Ahmad? Ka'annahu akhuka. Is he your brother?
No, it seems like, so ka, whenever ka comes, ka is called ka tashbih. So, for example, in Arabic, we can say Aliyun. We say Aliyun kal asadi. Aliyun kal asadi means Ali is like a lion. That when ka comes by itself. But when ka annahu, it means he seems like.
It seems like.
Yeah, ka annahu means here, ka annahu, he seems like he is your brother.
Okay.
Ahmad, نعم هو أخي الشفيق. Yes, he is my brother.
Full brother.
He is my brother's friend, right?
No. Akhi Shaqiq means full brother. He's not my step brother. He's my real brother. That's what he's trying to say.
Oh, okay. I was a bit confused. Akhi and Shaqiq together. Okay, fine.
Okay, brilliant. Sister Tahira, where are you?
Yes, Sheikh. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. So, Sister, and then I'm going to ask Sister Shabnam. So, Sister Tahira.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Go ahead.
Shall I
Sister,
start with Ali or?
go ahead. Shabnam, go ahead. You start.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Akbaru minka huwa askaru. Is he bigger than you or smaller than you?
Correct.
Ahmad huwa asgharu minni. He is younger than me.
I've got a question.
Yes, go ahead, Sister.
No, okay. Is this here when you say Ashar, is it age-wise or just in small height or something?
So here it could be
Any.
it could be either age or height.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It hasn't mentioned the context what it is trying to say. Akbaru or asgharu, is he taller? So if we look at the actual lesson itself, we're talking about the height of people rather than the actual age itself. Right, continue.
في أي محجع أنت يا أخي? In which hostel are you, oh my brother?
طاهرة بسم الله.
الخامس وهو بعيد جدا يا أحمد. أنا بعيد جدا عن الجامعة. Ahmad, I am in the 5th hostel and it is very far from your university.
أنا في المحجع الثامن وهو
Okay.
أبعد من محجعكم. I am in the 8th hostel and it is further than your hostel.
Ahmad, أيهما أحسن? Which of the two is better?
المحجع الخامس أحسن فإن غرفته أوسع ونوافذه أكبر. So the 5th hostel is better فإن, so surely the rooms are أوسع, they're more spacious. ونوافذه, and the windows are bigger. Oh, sorry, it's a continuation. ومراحيض خل. I want to say tul, but it's not, is it? ومراحيض أنظف والسرور التي فيه أجمل. So the toilets are أنظف, they're cleaner, and the surura, and the beds التي, those that are in it are better.
Excellent. Are more beautiful.
Are more beautiful. Okay.
Sir, I want to ask a question.
Go ahead, Sister Batul.
Why it is Aliyun and then Ahmadu, not Ahmadun?
Because Ahmadu is a noun, which is a dipto noun.
Oh, dipto. Okay.
Does not take a tanween itself. Okay. Brilliant. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go through the lesson, the actual points to remember, and then I'll do the tamreens. So, Sister Zainab Sharif. Zainab Sharif, are you there? Zainab Sharif. Zainab Sharif, can you unmute yourself? Okay, if you're not unmuting yourself, then I'm going to ask Sister Sharabano Haku.
Yes, Sheikh. Assalamu alaikum.
Islam. Let's read in this lesson.
Okay. In this lesson, we learn the following: comparative and superlative degrees of the adjective. Adjectives in the comparative degree are on the pattern of af'alu, like ajmalu, more beautiful, ahsanu, better, asgaru, smaller, aqdamu, older. As we have already learned, words on this pattern are diptotes and so have no tanween. Af'alu is followed by min, meaning then. Example, Hamidun atwalu min Bilalin. Hamid is taller than Bilal. Af'alu is the same for masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. Example, Bilalun atwalu min Aminata. Bilal is taller than Amina. Aminatu atwalu min Bilalin. Amina is taller than Bilal. Al-abnau atwalu min al-banati. The sons are taller than the daughters. Al-banatu atwalu min al-abna'i. The daughters are taller than the sons.
So you will see here that atwalo is a masculine noun, and in all four cases here, whether it's coming with a masculine noun, whether it's coming with a female noun, whether it's coming with a singular female or a plural female or male, atwalo remains the same. Bilalun atwalo, Aminatu atwalo, al-abnau atwalo, al-banatu atwalo. So in all of these four different cases, we keep on using the singular masculine of the pattern of af'alu for the comparative meaning itself. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
yes.
That's a really important point. And the other point is that after min here on top, we are having names, proper nouns, Amina, Bilal, and so forth. But also, as we done the lesson, sometimes after min, rather than being a noun, it could be a pronoun, like minni, minka, minna. And as everyone has received that handout about the actual pronouns, minhu, minka, as everyone looked at that handout which I sent yesterday.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Sheikh.
So that explains. So please remember this point. So min can come either after min, there can be a noun or it can be a pronoun after it. Can you finish it off now, Zainab Sharif? Zainab Sharif? Okay. Next sister, can you finish it off? Sharabano Khaku, finish it off, please.
Okay, sure. Note the following examples wherein min is followed by a pronoun. Anta ahsanu minni. You are better than I. Ana aksaru minka. I am shorter than you. Hum akbaru minna sinan. They are older than we. Af'alu is also used for the superlative degree. In this case, it is followed by a majroor noun.
So you'll see that what it means, that when it's a superlative degree, it comes in the meaning ahsanu is mudaf, talibin is mudaf ilay. That's the reason why it says the noun after it follows majroor. Why does it come with a kasra? Because ahsanu is mudaf,
Ilay.
is mudaf.
Ilay.
Correct. Continue.
Okay. Ibrahimu ahsanu talibin fil madrasati. Ibrahim is the best of student in the school. Is the best student or the best of student? Okay, that's it, I think. The next, is that the next page, Sheikh?
Yes. So I want you to do the next two examples and I'll get someone else.
I think you skipped the page. How come I don't see it in my book?
So page number after 31, it's page 32.
Okay. Al-Azharu Akdamu Jami'ati fil Alami. Al-Azhar is the oldest university in the world. Fatimatu Akbaru Talibatin fi Faslina. Fatima is the eldest student in our class. The Arabic name for both comparative and superlative degrees is af'alu, at-tafdil, af'alu, at-tafdili and af'alu.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Thank you for that. Next person I will ask to come on the mic, Sister Butul Manji.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Walakin, but is one of the sisters of Inna. And so acts like Inna, for example, Bilalun mujtahidun walakinna hamidun kaslanu. Hamidan kaslanu. Bilal is hardworking, but Hamid is lazy.
So you will see that lakinna and inna act like the same. So normally if lakinna wasn't there, it would have been hamidun kaslanu, because the reason for this is that lakinna, whenever it comes, it changes the mubtada to the ism of lakinna, and it makes the mubtada from marfu to mansub. So hamidan. Originally it was hamidun. Because of lakinna, it becomes hamidan. And kaslanu remains kaslanu because it's a dip tone and it doesn't take a tanween. It should have been kaslanun, but because it has alif and noon at the end, it just takes one dhamma. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. Aki mutazawwijun walakinni azabun. My brother is married, but I am a bachelor. Sayyarati kadimatun walakinnaha kawiyatun. My car is old, but it is strong.
Excellent. Right.
Ka'anna is one of the sisters of inna, and so the noun following it is mansub. It means it looks as if, for example, Ka'anna Ali Imama Maridun. It looks as if the Imam is sick. Man hadi al-fatatu ka'annaha uktuka. Who is this girl? She looks as if she is your sister. Ka'anna haza al-sayyarata lahu. It looks as if this car belongs to him. Ka'annaka min ahind.
Ka'annaka min al-hindi.
Ka'annaka min al-hindi. You seem to be from India. The numbers 11 to 20 with masculine madud, these numbers are compound. They consist of two parts. Madud is singular. Mansub, for example, ahada ashara kawkaban, 11 stars. Tis'ata ashara kitaban, 19 books. We will deal with these numbers under 4 heads.
Jazakallah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sister Zainab Sharif, are you there? Zainab Sharif, we haven't heard from you. Right, I'm going to ask. Right, so the next part I'm going to ask Sister Huma. Can you do number next one? 1. Numbers 11, 12.
It will be, yeah.
So here, he will deal with these numbers under 4 heads. Number 11 and 12. Can you hear me, Sister Huma Zadi? Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, now I did. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. We will deal with these numbers under 4 heads. A, number 11 and 12. Both parts agree with the madud. Example, Ahada Ashra Taliban, 11 male students. So they're all agreeing with each other.
Exactly. So Ahada, Ashara, Taliban. So there's an exception. Numbers 11 and 12, both parts, the units and the tens, will agree to each other. Why? Because they're coming as Sifa Mawsuf.
Ahadi Ashrata Talibatan.
Ihda. So Ihda Ashrata.
Ashrata Talibatan, 11 female students. Isna Ashra Taliban, 12 male students. Isnata Ashrata Talibatan, 12 female students. B, numbers from 13 to 19. Here the second part agrees with the madud and the first part does not. So the number 13 will be the unit will not agree, but the second part will agree with the madud.
Correct.
Salasata Ashrata Taliban. So Ashrata and Taliban are masculine. Salasata is feminine.
Correct.
Salasata Ashrata Talibatan. Ashrata and Talibatan are feminine madud and Salasa is masculine. As you can see in Salasata Ashratan Taliban, the madud Taliban is masculine. So the second part of the number Ashrata is masculine, while the first part Salasata is feminine as indicated by the ta ending. In Salasata Ashrata Talibatan, the madud Talibatan is feminine, so the second part of the number Ashrata is also feminine, while the first part Salasa is masculine as indicated by the absence of the Thai marbuta.
Is this clear?
Yes?
Is this clear?
Yeah.
Sheikh, can I just ask you, did you say Sifat how did you pronounce it, please?
Sifa and Mawsuf.
Can you spell that, please?
Swad, Fa, and Ta marbuta. Sifatun wa Mawsufun.
That's the word. The
Adjective,
Sifat I'm
no?
getting, but it's not the. I've put Mansub in my book, you see, so it's the second
Mansuf.
part I'm not catching. Mosub?
Mawsuf, yeah. Mim, Waw, Swad, Maw, Mim, Waw, Swad, Waw, Fa.
Fa. Okay, great. Thank you.
Remember, I'll explain. You remember we did, like, if we just want to say one man, we will say Rajulun Wahidun. If you want to say one lady, we will say Imra'atun Wahidatun. So we spoke about this before, that numbers 1 and 2, when they come, they will correspond to each other to the noun which they're describing. That's the reason why 1 and 2, 11 and 12, both parts, the singular, the actual first part and the second part correspond to the ma'dud. But 13 to 19, they do not correspond. Only the 10 will correspond to the ma'dud if it's female or male, but the units will be the opposite gender itself.
So for 1 and 2, they are like adjectives, right?
Yes.
Sifat Mawsuf.
Correct. Right. Doctor, are you there? Dr. Shabir, are you there? Doctor is not answering. Then I'm going to ask Sister Sadiqa.
I am there.
Okay, go ahead, Doctor. Number C.
Being C. Okay, yep. C. These numbers are mabni, indeclinable. In other words, they do not change to indicate their function in the sentence. This should become clear by comparing the numbers from 3 to 10 with these numbers.
So basically what he's trying to say, that these numbers, thalatha, ashara, asharata, they always end with a fatha, both parts. So that's what it means mabni. They do not change to fatha or a kasra itself. So what they're going to do, they're going to give you first 3 examples of the declinable numbers. So when it means declinable numbers, it means that the last letter of the numbers will either come with a dhamma, fatha, or a kasra. But the numbers 13 to 19, they do not change regardless if a preposition comes before it or even if it comes after after a verb. So when you have a verb requires an object, so it wouldn't change at all. So let's read these examples, then I will explain. In the
I have 3 reals. Indi Salasata Rialata.
ثلاثة.
Rialat.
عندي ثلاثة ريالات.
Salasatu Rial.
So here indi is khabar. ثلاثة ريالات is مضاف إليه, and it's mubtada. So because of indi is one of those nouns which always takes precedence in the sentence, it always comes in the beginning of the sentence. So the khabar is coming first, and the mubtada is coming later. And as you know, the mubtada and khabar, both parts, are always marfu', come with a dhamma or dhamma tanween. So that's the reason why ثلاثة is coming with a dhamma. Next one, uridu.
Uridu Salasata Rialatin.
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 So uridu, what is uridu? Is it a verb or
I want.
what do you want?
Salasata Rialatan. I want 3 riyals.
So because it's the object of the verb, the dhamma on the thalatha on the time marbuta is changed from a dhamma to a
Fatha.
that is called declinable. But the word, the letter, the numbers itself, they change the last case ending itself. And number 3, هذا القلم
Bisalasati Rialatin.
ريالات. Lam has a
This pen costs 3 riyals. هذا القلم بثلاثة ريالات.
correct.
This pen costs 3 riyals.
So in the next number 13, you will see 13 with 3 examples, and in all 3 examples, ثلاثة عشرة, both of them, the unit and the 10, always are coming with a fatah, regardless of where they are situated. Go read them now, doctor.
Indi Salasata Ashra Rialan. Uridu Salasata Ashara Rialan. Hazal Qalamu Bisalasata Ashra Rialan.
What's happening in these 3 examples?
Yeah, so they are all they're remaining the same.
Exactly. That's called indeclinable.
Indeclinable, yes. Indeclinable.
Yep. Note, finish off the note. Note that
No.
Nata.
Isna and Isnata commence with Hamzat al-Waso, and it is omitted in pronunciation when preceded by a word.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sister Zainab Sharif, are you there now? Can you hear me? Oh, that's a bit surprising. She normally answers. Can I then bring Sister Sadiqa Aladina from UK?
Yes,
Bismillah. Can you read from D?
D. The number 20 is Ishrun. It has the same form for both the masculine and feminine madud. The madud is singular mansub. For example, Ishruna talibatan. Ishruna taliban. In both cases, male and female, it will become the same. We will learn the numbers from 30 to 90 in book 5. Inshallah. We'll learn, not 5, it's 7.
Yep.
We'll learn the other cases of these numbers as well.
Inshallah. Number 5, point number 5.
The word for first is awwalu. Ordinal numbers from 2 to 10 are formed on the pattern of fa'ilun salisan. Fa'ilun salisan. Third, rabi'un. Fourth, khamisun.
No,
Fifth,
no. Rabi'un is 4th. Khamisun is 5th.
khamisun is 5th. Sadisun is 6th.
Correct.
Second is sanin, which is originally saniyun, like galin in lesson 1. With alif lam, it is sani.
Thani, correct.
You continue.
I will ask Sister Ismat, can you do 6, 7, and 8?
Alaysa kazalika, isn't it so? If a
Right.
student is asked, Anta talibun, alaysa kazalika, the answer is Bala. We will learn more about Bala in lesson 6.
Excellent.
Ayyuhuma, which of the two? Example. Ayyuhuma ahuka, fil fasli, no, sorry, I'll have to start. Fil fasli talibani min Franza, min Firanza. Ayyuhuma ahuka, there are 2 students from France in the class. Which of them is your brother? The 2 broken plural forms, mafa'ilu and mafa'ilu,
Right.
like fanadiku and fanajinu, are called
Muntahal Jamu.
muntahal jumu'i.
So these nouns, as I mentioned before, they do not take tanweens at the end. They are fanadiku, fanajino. So this is the way of knowing them. And also these nouns itself, so fundukun is the singular, finjanun is the singular. So what's happened in the plural, after the alif, like fanadiku, you either have 2 letters, dal or qaf, or any 2 letters, or you have 3 letters after the alif with a middle letter, silent, mafa'ilo. So that is the normal ruling, which you will see how they come. Right, now I will ask for the next reading of the vocab, and then I will end the class on this point. Who is Samson? Samson. Okay, Samson's not responding. This is Farida. Can you read the vocabulary?
Mahjaun, hostel. Kaukabun, star. Fariqun, team. Shaqiqun, full brother. Fil manami, in dream. Nafidatun, window. Plural is nawafidu. Sinnun, age or tooth. Shahrun, month. La'ibun, player. Wasi'un, spacious. Shahirun, famous. Thamanun, price. Kasla, lazy. It's feminine of kaslan.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajjal farjah. I hope now you've understood the lesson better now. Shanaz Aziz?
Inshallah. Yes, inshallah. Hopefully.
Inshallah. That's brilliant.
Jazakallah.
You're welcome.
Jazakallah. Thanks a lot for repeating the explanation again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dr.
Jazakallah. Sheikh, Jazakallah.
Shabir, can you recite Dua Faraj to end the session, please?
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
جزاك الله خير الجزاء. اللهم صل على محمد